Okay, welcome to Grew Buddy, and thank you so much for taking time out of your night. I'm really looking forward to this.
Yeah, me too, bro. Thank you for inviting me. Appreciate it.
Yeah, of course, man. Like the first thing I wanted to do, like I didn't want to screw up saying your your last name. So if you could say your name.
Yeah, so honestly, I don't even know if I'm 100% sure how to say my name properly. So my dad says I think it's okay, it comes from my dad, obviously. He says Maniago, but I always said Maniago. So people say like Maniago. Um, I say Maniago because it's easiest, I think. But honestly, yeah, just say whatever is easiest to your tongue.
And of course, like everyone knows how to say your first name, Brayden. So,
Brayden, yeah. Honestly, what's surprising? A lot of people don't know how to say my first name.
oh really?
People always say Brandon.
Brandon.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. There's obviously a Y there. Like, like learn English, bro. I was kidding.
Yeah, it's clearly there's no N in your
Exactly. I
name.
don't know how they make those mistakes.
There's a Y, not an N.
Exactly.
Oh my god, that's so funny. And I was looking I was looking you up, and I see me and you share a same day for birthday, the 5th of April.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, when I was looking up your name, I was like, "Oh my god, he has the same birthday as me." Of
Dude, that's
course,
sick.
I was born first because I'm older, but
Right, right, right.
but we do share the same day, like the
Dude,
fifth
that's
of
awesome.
April. Yeah.
As soon as my birthday, bro, I'll say happy birthday to you first. I'll make sure. I'll be the first one.
Nice. Thank you. I appreciate
Of course.
and I'll do the same for you too, because I really don't know anyone else that has the same birthday as us. So yeah,
You know what's
definitely.
cool? Marlon Brando was born on April 3rd, so he's 2 days
Yeah,
before
really.
us. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Oh yeah.
So
There's,
we're
there's a
we're
few there's a
kind of
few cool
close to
people.
him.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, so like the first thing I wanted to ask you is there any film or any person that made you fall in love with wanting to act?
So okay, there's actually a few, but I'll start with like what's made me start acting. You might have heard of him. His name is Robin Williams.
Oh, of course.
I started background acting first, and I don't really remember what the show name was. But I just remember watching him from afar, and then I was obviously up close to him. But I just remember seeing him interact with like me and other kids, and how he just impacted everyone around him, and I just wanted to be a part of that. So he was probably the start of me getting into acting, like seriously, I guess.
Okay.
And then after a while, I was always the kid that loved Marvel movies and whatever. I loved like the
Nice.
MCU. Um, but after that, it was the movie La La Land that got me into acting. Like I was like,
Really?
wow, yeah, yeah. La La Land was like that first thing where I was like, this is what film is. I was like, this is truly like how it should be, I guess. So
Oh wow,
yeah.
nice. I mean, with Robin Williams, my favorite movie of his is Mrs. Doubtfire. Like
I heard
he
that
was.
film was really
Oh my
good.
god.
I heard he's really funny in that one.
Yes. Uh, and are you more Marvel person or D DC guy?
That's a hard question. So okay, if you're saying films, I'm just gonna be honest, Marvel. Uh,
Yeah, yeah,
but
definitely. Yeah.
but if DC wants to come to me and be like, "Hey, you want to be superhero?" I'm not gonna decline it. I'll still take it. No, but yeah, definitely Marvel. Phase one was just a ride for sure. Phase one, phase two was just like crazy. Um, And I just love Daredevil and Spider-Man. Those two are just like my favorite superheroes to exist. So
Yes,
yeah,
exactly,
yeah.
exactly. Nice. So, so do you read comic books too, or you just watch like the Marvel and DC films?
So I don't necessarily like buy a comic book and then read it. I I watch YouTube videos on comic books if that makes sense. So
Yeah,
I watch
yeah.
like the lore and how it connects. Uh, and there's like these videos of like the panels of each comic book, I guess. So I do those. I don't necessarily like buy one and read it though. There's a lot of effort, moving my
It
hand.
is. You're right about that.
Do you
I
do you what do you read comic books?
I used to. I haven't in years because of that same reason. I'm like, I don't know how I feel like reading the
Right,
box.
it's just so much time.
I just want to look at the
Too much
pictures.
effort. Oh my gosh.
That's what I do. I skim through. I look through all the pictures, and then I'm like, okay,
Right.
wait, how did that happen?
Oh, that's cool. Oh wait, what? This person died? This is crazy.
and I was reading like your very first role for like film television is actually Dahmer, right? Like
Yeah, it
that's
is.
your first role.
It is. It is.
Wow.
Yeah, that was my reaction when I found that out too. Well, actually, it was probably more crazy. I had boba in my hand and I just kind of flung it up in the air. I was like, "What?" I was like, "Ryan Murphy, this is crazy." Evan Peters, but yeah.
Well, it seems like Ryan Murphy likes to work with Evan Peters. I mean, American Horror Story, like that was his person.
Yeah, and for good reason too. Evan Peters is just another level, dude. Um, when I was rewatching or watching Dahmer, I was just watching Evan Peters, and I was like, it's like an interesting experience to work with an actor that's like extremely talented and then watch them. Um, because working with Evan Peters was like, oh, like it's like it's a person, right? Like, and, I mean, of course, he was kind of method acting to a certain extent, so of course I was just kind of
Yeah.
like, I was scared of him as well, so I didn't really want to like say anything, but it was just so weird watching him in Dahmer because I was like, dude, I was with Jeffrey Dahmer pretty much because being with him in real life was exactly like how Jeffrey Dahmer would be, if that makes sense.
Oh my God.
And
Wow.
it
That's
was
crazy.
terrifying. Like I don't know how to explain it. Yeah. So basically, I'm just gonna say this: like Evan Peters, however you feel about watching him on screen is exactly how it feels in real life, which was such a
Really?
real experience. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was actually gonna ask you that, like, how was it like sharing scenes with him?
Yeah. Well, I guess I answered it like.
and so when you were getting ready for the role, like, how did your all audition go? Is it like did you all audition for someone else or for the person you
Yeah,
got?
so I actually auditioned for the two older brothers.
Okay.
I auditioned for my role as well, so I auditioned for all three roles. Um, but of course, I don't think I look old, mid 20s or older 20s, so of course I got Somsec, right? um, but yeah, basically I auditioned for those three, and they were like, I don't think you look that old, so they just gave me a callback for Somsec, and I did the callback, and it wasn't Zoom or anything. It was all just self tapes, and
Oh wow.
yeah, it was just so there's just 2 rounds, and then as soon as I finished those 2 rounds, they were like, "Hey, do you want it?" And I was like, "Yeah," and I took it.
I mean they're offering you a role in a series like Dahmer, like you
Yeah, I
definitely
mean,
have
I
to
wasn't gonna be like,
jump on.
I'm good. Yeah, have a good day. Like, imagine if I just did that. Like,
They would probably be like, wait, what? Ryan Murphy is attached to this.
yeah,
Like,
and I'll be
what?
like, yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Let me finish my boba. But yeah, of course I'd say yes. Like, I was like, Ryan Murphy, of course.
Okay, what flavor do you like most? You just mentioned the drink, the boat boba.
So I'm the type of person to get a different drink every time.
Okay,
Um,
okay.
but I will say my go-to when I don't know what to choose off the menu, it's probably like a brown sugar with milk type of drink with boba,
Nice.
or just a regular milk tea. Sometimes you
Oh,
gotta go
okay.
simple, you know?
I I love the milk tea one. Like
Yeah, is
oh
that your
my
favorite
god,
one?
that's so good. That's so good.
Is that your favorite one?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. It's really good,
Yeah,
bro.
definitely. Like, I mean, of course, I'll try other ones too, but like, it's usually like when I go in there, it's usually like the one I order.
Right, right. I'm gonna get the most complicated drink, but then you're like, you know what? I'm just gonna go back to my regular milk tea.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. You you should have offered Evan Peters a drink on said like he might have toned down his Dahmer vibe.
Dude, honestly, that's a really good idea. Next time I see him, which is hopefully one day, um, I'll definitely offer him some boba. I'll give him my favorite drink, and I'll hope that he doesn't like, Jeffrey Dahmer on me. But
Well, yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah, hopefully.
exactly.
But he's actually a really nice person though. Like, he's a really really nice person. There was this one point where I was in the van with him, and I don't really remember specifically what the conversation was about, but he was talking about Teslas.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I was like, wow, listening to Evan talk about Teslas, and I was just quiet. Like, I was just enjoying the moment. I was like, dude, yeah, yeah, I agree. Yeah, Teslas. Like, I don't remember what he was saying.
Oh man, that's funny. You're like, yeah, whatever you say,
Whatever you
Evan.
say,
Whatever you
man.
say.
Teslas, yes, Tesla. Tesla. Uh-huh, Tesla.
and, and I heard like your first day of filming was actually also your high school graduation. Was that
Yes,
true?
it is true.
Oh my god, that's
Yeah.
insane.
It was probably one of the weirdest days of my life so far.
Wow.
Because what was I supposed to do, bro? Like, I couldn't tell anyone why I was quiet. Like the night of, I had to go to see Evan Peters. I was like, bro. And then David Lynch's daughter, like, bro, Jennifer Lynch, she's so talented, by the way. Like, what was I supposed to do? But yeah, it was definitely a surreal day. I didn't know what to do.
Damn. That lady, did you actually do both in one day?
I did.
Oh my god, that is
Yeah.
insane.
So weird. It was insane for sure.
Wow. So here you are walking down the aisle with your cap and gown, and then you have to throw it off to go on set.
Right, right. No one had any idea. Like, I told no one, and that was really difficult. I wanted to tell everyone.
There, your friends from school are probably like, "Oh, what are you doing? Are you going to any parties after your friends?" Or, "Oh no, I got something else planned. I'll
Right,
see you later."
right. And I couldn't tell anyone for a year after either, and that was the hardest part.
They were probably like, "I know where you went now after you left you left school. I see where you went."
Right, exactly. And they're like, "Oh, so you did that thing? Okay, okay, that's why you're quiet." They're probably just piecing it together now.
So when you're doing this role, like how do you prepare for doing the role? Did you look up stuff on Dahmer, like, and like, how did you prepare for it?
So it was actually a more complicated process than I thought. So this character is a real life person, so I'm gonna try
Yeah,
speaking as much respect as I can. But this person, uh, in this specific, I guess TV show, he
yeah,
doesn't really speak that much, right? So that was something I had to at least recognize. I was like, okay, so this person only spoke like what, like 4 times, and the rest, it all had to be like internal. So first thing I did was try to really understand what this character went through, this
okay,
a person slash character. So understanding that uh, counteract, because to a certain extent, Somsak has a lot of guilt. He's
Yeah.
so it was just a lot of understanding, like how did Somsak go through this and what did he do to, like, I guess, not go crazy, I guess. So I did that, and then I did do not too much research on Jeffrey Dahmer, because I don't think Somsak would have done that. I don't think he would have been like, hey,
Sure.
I think to a certain extent he would have been like, how come he's getting a voice but we aren't? Like, that would have been what he thought, but he wouldn't have been like, hey, like, let me look up Jeffrey Dahmer. Like, what did he do? Blah blah blah.
You're
Uh,
right. You're right.
so I did a lot of that as well, and then I did a lot of. I tried losing as much weight as I possibly can, because I did realize that a lot of people that are traumatized don't eat a lot.
Oh.
Yeah, so I had to understand that to a certain extent, like to like shock my body physically as well.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so it was just a lot of things combined. I just kind of had to throw together and hope for the best, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. Wow. And like one of your scenes in the series is like you, because of course your character is one of the victims of Dahmer, and the the bedroom scene was crazy. And like how do you like mentally prepare yourself like for a scene like that? Because I mean I watched the series and that scene was crazy.
Yeah, that day was also wow. That was probably one of the. Okay, this is actually, I haven't told anyone this. So the day of, the night, okay, the night before and the day of, I starved myself pretty much.
Oh my god.
Because I just really wanted to understand, like, again, like, how would this character, like, what has the character really gone through? So I just really want to understand that. And then, in my in my trailer, I put my or what's it called? Thermostat? Is that the word?
Yeah.
Like the heater. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I set
Yeah.
that. It was already like what 98 degrees outside, and then I put my thermostat to like 85 degrees. Yeah, and then I kind of just meditated in that heat, and I just tried to you know understand that dream sequence as much as I possibly can, because I
Yeah.
did my preparation the week before, and a few days before as well. Um, so then it was just pretty much mentally preparing myself for what exactly does this dream sequence mean to this character, and why is he experiencing it, and why did he have this dream to begin with.
Mhm.
um so again, by physically shocking my body, I tried to let that out. uh
Oh,
yeah, pretty much.
wow.
I guess that's the best way I can describe it.
Wow. Okay. And I'm sure actually shooting that scene that must have been that must have been crazy, like to actually be in that that scene. I mean, I don't know how else to say it.
Yeah, and luckily, so we had someone called intimacy coordinator. His name is Yehuda, I love you. Every time we cut the cameras, he was just like, hey Brayden, are you doing okay? And I was like, yes, I'm doing perfect. It was like probably the best experience I could have had, because
Oh wow, okay.
at any moment, if I was uncomfortable, probably would have stopped it. I don't know. I
Yeah,
really don't
that's
know what would
true.
happen, but luckily that just made me more comfortable in the moment, and that just helped me be more mentally prepared for what I had to do.
Oh wow, okay,
Yeah.
okay. And was there any scenes that you love? Is there any scene you love filming the most?
Filming the most, honestly, it was probably the scene where I was tied to the bed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it probably was that scene. I think it's probably because it felt the most immersive,
Yeah.
because I actually was tied to the bed.
Well, yeah. Well,
I
yeah,
actually, like,
exactly. There's no
I
way
couldn't get
faking
out.
that.
Exactly. Like, I literally, like, if I wanted to run away, I couldn't. So to a certain extent, my brain was panicking. I was like, dude, I can't get out. I was like, what am I supposed to do? Like, it was just all these things, you know? Um, so also understanding that I couldn't talk.
Mhm.
So I was really trying not to talk on set the whole time. And Yeah. So it was just how immersive that day really was for me. It was just insane. So
Wow.
yeah.
Yeah, I could only imagine how that must have been.
Yeah.
And I know for a show like this, it probably isn't. But was there? I mean, while filming the series, the 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 set that you were on, the scenes you were on, was there any like cool behind the scenes stories that happened while you were filming?
Behind the scenes stories. Okay, so this has nothing to do with the actors or like anyone, but there was this one time when an ice cream truck came on set. And I just remember being really happy. Right. So I remember just being in line. I was like, oh my God, I get to have some ice cream. Right. Um, and I'm about to ask for it. And I'm like, hey, could I have a this person walks up to me and they're like, hey, we need you on set. Oh my gosh. And then
You're
after
like, no,
that,
I wanted an ice cream
I'm
cone.
like, dude, I was so sad. So then there's there's a person on set. His name is Tip. By the way, I also love you, Tip. um he was he was the person that helped with the loud culture around set and everything, helped me learn my loud lines and all that. He was like, hey Brayden, I could get you an ice cream cone. So I was like, yes, please. I was like, please get me an ice cream cone. Get me a swirl. So he gets it for me, right? An hour later, guess what? Of course, bro, it's melted. I was so sad. I was like, please, yeah, I didn't get my ice cream. But I mean, I still ate it. I think Scott has a picture of me actually. The one who plays a nuke.
Did you have a sad face on while you were eating the ice cream cone that was melted?
Honestly, yeah. I had like the saddest face. I was like, okay.
Oh, that's a shame.
It is, but hey, at least I had some type of ice cream that day.
I mean, when you were done filming for the day, did you just go home and try to find as much ice cream as possible?
You know, that's a good question. I'm pretty sure I did. And I don't think I was lucky enough to have ice cream.
Okay.
So I think, I just went to get like a cookie or something. That was the best I could do. We didn't have any ice cream in our freezer.
And and how was like working on the set, like where was the show filmed at?
So it was actually filmed all over LA.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
yeah. I remember driving all the way to San Pedro at one point. I was actually, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this. Never mind. But we were filming in San Pedro at one point, so that was fun. Um, and by the way, I just got my license. Like, I think when did I start filming? I think it was a month or two after, or a month or two before I started filming. I got my license.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it was very very recent, and I remember just driving like an hour or like an hour and a half to San Pedro. It was the most stressful time of my life. I just remember being like, I remember this one time I was driving there and I was stuck between like six trucks, like six semi big ass trucks. Dude, oh my God. What was I supposed to do? I couldn't escape. But yeah, that was one point. And then I also filmed Altadena, one point in Hollywood. Pretty cool.
Wow. Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. And I'm sure working on the set with all those different actors, like known, no, the people that are known and people like that are known. Like, was it fun working on set for the series?
Dude, it was probably one of the craziest. Just it was kind of like an out of body experience, because I just didn't expect it. Like I was just kind of like, wow. And but what's also weird is that in the moment, okay, so like my parents the whole time they're like, Brayden, you're working at Evan Peters, Michael Learn, Penelope N. Miller, Richard Jenkins. I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's cool. Because as an actor, you want to do the best job as best as you possibly can.
Oh, of course, of course.
From the moment, I wasn't thinking, oh my God, it's Evan Peters. I mean, okay, maybe a little bit, maybe a little bit,
Probably a little bit.
maybe a little bit, but in the moment, it was just I wasn't really thinking about it. But then now I'm thinking about it. I was like, damn, I should have taken some selfies with them.
Right.
Like, bro, I like when will I see this man again?
Hey, they Ryan might cast you and Evan in the American Horror Story. You never know.
Hey, who knows? Who honestly knows? Ryan Murphy, hey, I'm still here, man. Nah, but I learned a lot from Evan Peters, like just watching him on set. Molly Ringwald, Richard Jenkins is amazing, by the way. Like he's such a good
Oh,
actor.
nice.
Yeah. I learned a lot from like all these actors and just the way they hold themselves on set and the way
Mhm.
yeah, I don't know how they prepare, but I could just tell they're prepared, if that makes sense. Like the confidence they held on set, I was like, they're set, bro. Like I was just so scared being on set, but then it was just like them. They're like, I prepared as much as I possibly can, and let's let everything loose. And look what happened. Everything is just doing really well in Dahmer. So
Okay, all right.
yeah.
So I was looking on your page and I saw you holding a guitar. So do you play music?
I do play music. I have my acoustic one right here. Um,
Okay.
yeah, but yeah, I kind of play music. I'm not the best at it. I'm definitely, I'm trying to get better as time goes by. But it's a nice little hobby to keep myself occupied. Yeah.
Oh, so like what songs can you play on it?
A lot of people ask that question. I can't play a lot. I'm more into improv, having like improvising my music.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I just, I think the reason why I don't know how to play music is because I uh I don't have the focus and attention to just learn a song sometimes.
Gotcha, gotcha. Okay.
Because sometimes I'm like, yeah, I got like the first verse. I'm like, dude, I'm doing so good. And I get to the chorus and I'm like, I don't know how to do this anymore.
I I can actually I can actually see you on stage, like you're just playing the song, and then you get on the microphone. You're like, "All right, that's it. I'm done.
That's it, guys. Have
I don't
fun.
want to
You guys
finish this song."
exactly. I would totally do that.
And what are some things you like doing during your free time when you're not acting?
My free time. So one of them is music. I do hope to just get really good to pursue it. I don't know. We'll see. It's definitely a very hidden dream of mine. That is
Okay,
like one day, who knows? Maybe I could surprise people. I don't know. So definitely music. I do Muay Thai. I actually
nice.
I took a little break because just to sum it up, someone hurt me really bad,
Oh no,
and yeah, so
why?
I had to take a break. But hopefully I can get back to it soon. And then I also write. I like writing.
Okay,
Yeah, I love writing. So those three things are like probably my big three.
wow.
Yeah,
Are you writing like films?
I am. Yeah, I love
Awesome.
screenwriters. I love screenwriting and all those things. So
Oh wow, that's awesome.
yeah,
And hey, you could get Evan Peters to star in one of your films.
that would be insane. I'm like, hey, you remember me?
And did did you also do, like, I saw one of your pictures, like did you also do kick 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 kickboxing too?
Kickboxing, yeah. So that's actually what Muay Thai is.
Oh, some okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So it's actually like it's a Thai martial art. Um, that you know, I can say so much about this because I'm so passionate about Muay Thai.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
but basically, it's just regular kickboxing with also elbows.
Oh,
Yeah.
so
So
that's what it's about then.
it is. It is. It's a very dangerous martial art, but it's probably one of the most fun I've ever had in my life. So
Oh wow.
yeah.
Yeah, that seems fun. Like and I definitely wouldn't want to get you mad or anything because I don't want to get my ass kicked.
No, that's the thing, bro. I always think about it. If I'm on the street, someone tries kicking my butt, they probably could. I just do it because, choreography, letting my anger out. I don't know what would happen if I get in a real life fight. So if y'all see me on the street, please go easy.
and, and I also heard that you're a fan of of rom of rom-coms. Like what made you love them?
I have no idea. um, that's I think okay, this might be a very interesting answer. So I'm Filipino, and us Filipinos have very cheesy rom-coms, like rom-com
Okay.
TV shows. And that's probably what started it all, to be honest with you.
Okay.
I used to watch with my parents, and just watching those, I was like, man, I want a love like that. Oh my god, I want music to start playing when I look at my girl, just looking at her in the eye. You know what I mean? Probably that. I don't know.
Well, the music could play in your head as you're looking into someone's eyes, right?
That honestly, that does happen. That does happen.
And do you also like what's your workout routine like? Because you're in amazing shape. Like again,
Oh, thank
I
you, thank you.
saw your photos online, and you're definitely cut and you're in amazing shape. So what kind of workouts do you do?
Yeah, I appreciate that a lot.
Yeah, definitely.
So since I am taking a little break from Muay Thai right now, I've been weightlifting like a lot. 6 days a
Oh
week.
wow,
Monday is my break. um,
that is a lot.
so I just try hitting every yeah. So I just try hitting every muscle group every week as much as I can. Eating as much protein as I can. Protein shake in the morning. I love a good old chicken breast and a good old steak with minimal rice and some vegetables. But that doesn't mean I won't, nib on like a few cupcakes here and there.
All right, okay,
But yeah,
okay.
that's what I'm going with right now. It is bulking season, so if I fatten up a little bit, just wait till summer.
Okay. So would sweets be your like cheat food?
Oh my gosh, you have no idea. I'm such a sweet tooth. Like if you give me a cookie, I'm not gonna eat one. I'm gonna eat the whole entire thing. Whatever. Like if they give me okay, if you give me a cookie and I see there's a whole tray, I'm sorry, bro. I'm
Uh,
gonna take all of it.
yeah, and then I'll be standing there like I only offered him one and he took the whole tray and I didn't even get a chance to eat one.
I'll give you a quarter of the cookie you gave me. How about that?
Okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
that's
that's fair. That's
fair.
fair.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair. and, this is how this is the month of Halloween, and as you could tell, I'm a big horror fan with
Yeah, I
Chucky and
love your background.
Halloween.
Love your room. Awesome.
so, so, what are some horror films that you like to watch?
Um, does Get Out count as a horror film? I
Of
feel love.
course.
Yeah, that's probably my favorite. I love Jordan Peele films.
Okay, okay.
Get Out and Us are just, whew, my God. um, those two, I don't know what it is about them. They strike something in me that I never knew I had. Um, and what's interesting, I actually didn't start watching horror films because I was a little. Am I allowed to cuss? um, I actually the very first horror film I watched was It Chapter Two. Or no, it
Oh,
was actually no,
really?
it was the first one, It Chapter One. So the very first It.
Oh, wow. Okay,
Um,
I'm actually gonna be Pennywise for Halloween.
oh, dude, are you gonna post that on your Instagram? I'm excited to see that,
Oh yeah, sure.
dude. Yeah,
I'll definitely show you.
sick. Okay, yeah, DM it to me, bro.
Yeah, definitely, definitely.
Yeah.
And I, I I was listening to an interview you were doing. Like you also mentioned a horror film that I actually like, Parasite.
Oh yeah, you consider that a horror? Yes. that film is just that also awoken something in me. Like that's probably equal to La La Land, where I was just like, dude, films are just another level of crazy. Like I don't know, bro. Films are just I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, that's definitely top one. Like if you count that as a horror film, that's above
Yeah.
like everything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And are 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 you dressing up this year for Halloween? Like, do you have any parties or?
To be honest with you, I haven't dressed in the past 3 to 4 years.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
and it's not that I don't want to. It's just time flies by so quick. Like I had no idea it's already almost October 31st. I thought
Yes.
it was still like I don't know March or something. Like I just had no time to prepare. Like, but I'd love to. Like I'd love to do it. Maybe next year. I always say that though, but we'll see. Maybe I'll whip something up real quick. You'll see it on my Instagram. We'll see.
Okay, there you go. And are you into video games? Like, do you are you a gamer?
I was actually hoping you'd ask that question. Yes, I am a gamer. I actually have my gaming PC right
Really?
next to me. Yeah. Do you know Overwatch?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the second one just came out, and I've been playing that a lot.
Nice.
Yeah. Um, but to be honest with you, before that, I just played Minecraft. Minecraft and Smash Brothers are like my top two, so that's actually my identity. So
Okay, okay. So you're more of like a P PSC game over like a PlayStation or an Xbox.
yeah, I actually well the thing is I grew up on consoles. But for some reason I don't know, I just wanted a computer. And then I realized PCs are like way better. So
Well, yeah,
everyone that
it
has a
actually
console,
is.
nothing wrong with you guys. I also have a console. It's just PCs are just, top notch.
There you go. There you go. Do you do you have any Twitch accounts or do you watch Twitch?
So that's the thing. I love Twitch. And I just love streamers. My favorite streamer right now is probably Ludwig. I don't know if you know who he is, but he's just like a really popular streamer on YouTube right now.
Okay, okay.
And yeah, no, the thing is, I don't watch a lot of streams. I just watch clips of
Yeah,
streams because streams takes I don't know, streamers stream for like I don't know, like what, almost 8 hours sometimes. I don't
I
have the
know
time.
it's crazy.
I don't have the time. I just watch the clips.
Yeah, it's I can't see sitting there for 8 hours watching
Right,
someone play a
imagine just
video
being like,
game.
that's
I
true.
mean, I want to be the one that's playing the game for 8 hours.
Exactly.
I'm not watching this.
Exactly. Do you play any video games?
Oh yeah, yeah. Like I got I still got my PlayStation 4. Like I didn't upgrade yet to 5.
Okay, that's cool. The PS4 is amazing.
Yeah, yeah. And I got Mortal Kombat on there and a couple horror games like
Nice.
the on Until Dawn. It's like this horror game that was made for PlayStation.
Until Dawn is really good.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Friday the third
Oh my gosh.
13th Jason. Like I got that game on there and
Yeah, yeah.
so yeah, and wrestling, like I got like the WWE games and stuff like that.
Oh,
And
I've seen gameplay of that game. It looks so funny. I want to try that one day.
you can probably play as the Rock or the Undertaker or something, right?
Ooh, that would be sick. I'd love to play as The Rock.
Well, they always make him really good in the WWE games. Like I think they're doing that because he's like a big movie star now, so they're like,
Right,
let's
so they
make
kind of
him
have.
really strong.
And it's The Rock. What are you supposed to do, man? He's unmovable. He's immovable. Like.
I know, right? Exactly. And what about sports? Are you into? Do you play sports, or you're into any sports?
So to be honest, I suck at sports. I okay, so I played sports as a little kid. My dad forced me into it. um, I don't know if you count Muay Thai and Taekwondo as sports, but I
Well,
do.
yeah, yeah, of course.
So yeah, if they're combat, then I would say I'm pretty decent. But with anything that has to do with the ball, like basketball, baseball, soccer, don't even count me in. I suck. I've tried. I'm sorry. I can't get into it. I just suck. I don't know what it is. My brain just doesn't comprehend. Like, how do you put the ball in the hoop? I don't know. I'm not cool about it. I don't know how to do this.
And what about songs? Like, what kind of music is on your playlist?
So I would say my music taste is pretty vast. But my number one genre is probably R&B.
Okay.
I love R&B. I've been getting into rock a little bit, which is very interesting. I've never been into rock. I don't know where that came from. um, so yeah, probably R&B, rock, and hip hop. Those are my top three. Um,
Nice.
yeah, yeah. How about you?
Me, I'm more into like rock, and if it's not rock, I'll listen to like dance and stuff, and
Ooh.
I'm like all over the place. Like
Mhm.
I'll go see like this like heavy rock band, and then you'll see me in a Justin Bieber show. So like
Dude,
it's
no, that's sick. I honestly, good for you. I would do the same.
I'll be like the night before banging my
Right, right.
head
Like
up and down
ah,
with the rock and roll, and then I'll be like screaming, "Baby,
right.
baby."
Or you're like crying from Justin Bieber's ballads or something.
And if you had a choice to do a karaoke song, what would be your go-to song?
Oh, um, probably some Frank Sinatra song. Probably Fly Me to the Moon.
Oh wow,
It's
okay.
not too high. It's not too low. It's like my perfect range and all that. So
I like it. I like
yeah.
it. Nice,
Yeah.
nice. And is there any shows you're binge watching right now?
To be honest with you, I'm not really a TV show watcher.
Okay,
Um,
okay.
but if you count animes, I'd probably say I'm not binge watching it because it's weekly. But I'm watching
Yeah.
Chainsaw Man. I don't know if you heard of it. Um,
I I have heard of that, yeah.
yeah. So that one so far is really good. And I'm excited to see what they have next.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
See, like the first time I ever watched that, the anime was, of course, horror for Death Note.
That's a really good anime.
It was amazing. I loved it.
Yeah.
Like it was very well made, and the the live action movie with William D Foe, like I didn't really like it too much, like the live
Right.
action, but
Right.
the anime is amazing.
Right. It is. It is. Have you heard of Parasite the anime?
No.
You should get into that one. That one's like it's pretty honestly, yeah, it's definitely horror. So I think you'd like that one. It's a really good
Oh
anime.
wow.
It's only
Okay.
24 episodes, so
Oh, definitely will.
yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for that.
Dude, anytime.
Well, I mean, I don't want to keep you any longer. I had you on for a while. I'm sure you got like a lot of stuff to do. So,
Hey, it's all
but
good.
the last thing I'm gonna ask you is where can fans follow you at?
So you can follow me at Bray Mango, Bray Mango. Um, if you're wondering, people have asked why Mango. It's because of my last name. People, you asked earlier, how do you say your name? A lot of people say Mango, so that's where it came from, Bray Mango.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for coming on the show. Like I really had so much fun
Oh no, I had the
talking to
most
you.
fun. I had the most fun. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're really awesome. We definitely have to stay in touch. Like
Oh yeah, for
you're
sure.
you're really awesome to talk to.
Now you're awesome too. Give me all those rock music recommendations, anything you can, man.
Okay, and I'll definitely show you Pennywise too.
Oh yeah. Oh god, dude, I'm so excited to see that.
Thanks. Well, Definitely have a great night and happy Halloween to you.
You too, man. Happy Halloween.
Thank
All
you.
right. Peace out, man.
Bye.
Bye.